Howdy toddy, everyone. Welcome to another episode from ZW Sports Nation. It's your guys here, Will and Zach, and we got another conference tournament breakdown. And this time, guess what? We're doing the SEC.
Yeah, and guess what? Ole Miss is gonna win the SEC. No, I'm just kidding. Well, we do. We are looking
Spoiler
forward.
alert, Zach.
No, we're looking forward to making this one. The SEC tournament's gonna be super fun. A lot to like.
With the struggles of Alabama, it's kind of wide open.
It is. It is. And then Zakai Ziegler's out for
Yeah.
Tennessee, and so yeah, this is really anyone's tournament to win. So I think it's gonna be a fun one.
So once again, hotty toddy. Go on.
Yeah, don't let the Rebels get hot now.
Let's share our screen. Let's get started with this bracket, though, guys. And the first matchup we're going to talk about is the Ole Miss Rebs taking on South Carolina and the Gamecocks. Who do you like?
I like the Rebs here.
Yeah.
You know, Ole Miss, it's been a really down, sad year for Ole Miss, but
It's been a down, sad 10 years for Ole Miss.
it's been rough. But at the same time, it's been super rough for South Carolina. That's why we're bottom feeders together. But Ole Miss, we lose games close. South Carolina gets blown out more often than we do. We split the season series 1-1. I think there's a little more to like from Ole Miss. Maybe Matthew Morrell gets hot. Maybe Abrams gets hot. I don't know. I think we're gonna gut one out here, Will. I think we're gonna get one done in Nashville. Get one win at least in Nashville.
I'll tell you this: if Ole Miss could bring back every player in college basketball right now that's ever played at Ole Miss, they'd have a shot. Everyone just transfers out of Ole Miss.
That's true. I know we lost Jarkel Joyner. Oh man, Blake Henson a couple years ago. It's tough to be a Rebel fan.
But Ole Miss gets a win here. Georgia taking on LSU at the bottom of the bracket in the other playing game. And who do you like, Zach?
I like Georgia. They've struggled this back half of SEC, but at least they were able to pick up a few earlier in the year, early in SEC play, and they looked a lot better. We thought they looked decent at that time of the year. They're not playing nearly as well right now, but even so, LSU is quite bad. Honestly, every time we've seen them play, they've looked pretty rough. So I like Georgia to be able to get one here, and probably a close game though.
Georgia's got a win over Kentucky on their resume already this year.
So that's true. I forgot about that.
They're a team that can compete and they can win those games. So we'll see. We got Georgia taking on Vandy here at the bottom. And as much as we just talked about Georgia and how they can compete, Vandy's a team that's interesting right now to me. Vandy is a team sitting here at the 6th seed that has a shot at making the NCAA tournament by winning this conference, and they legitimately could win this conference tournament because they're starting to play some better ball, and they're just right on that fringe.
Yeah, and what's exciting about Vanderbilt, they've shown they're capable of beating some of the top teams. Like they beat Kentucky, a week ago, and they have some good wins on their resume this year. It's just they're held back by some quad 3 and 4 losses, but Vandy's playing their best basketball at the right time. Stackhouse he's got the boys right, and it really it's quite impressive because after losing Scottie Pippen Jr., leading scorer, to put together the season they put together is quite impressive. So I think they're going to get by Georgia.
Yeah, I love it.
You like that too?
I love it. I love Vandy getting that win. I like Vandy overall in this tournament, kind of, but we'll see. Arkansas taking on Auburn in this matchup in a 10-7 matchup. Auburn's a team you're starting to come around on, Zach. We were talking about the game again. Well, they played Tennessee, and Zach told me, he's like, I like this Auburn team more than I like the team I like that they had last year.
Yeah, which is weird because they had Jabari Smith, the top 3 pick in the NBA draft,
and
Walker Kessler, another first rounder. But I think sometimes a balanced approach when it comes to college basketball works better than having a couple stars taking all the shots. Kessler didn't take much shots, but Jabari Smith took 15, 18 shots a game. So I think this Auburn team, I'm starting to like them a little more. I don't love them. With all that said, though, in this matchup, I think Arkansas wins, though. Arkansas's had a roller coaster of a season, but it's undeniable how much talent they do have. Nick Smith, he's getting back into it. He still hasn't been great since returning, but we know the type of talent he is. And if he gets going, especially in a game like this, I think the Arkansas's guards are better than Auburn's guards to me. I think that's the advantage for them.
Up top, we got Ole Miss taking on Tennessee in this matchup. And without Zakai Ziegler, can Ole Miss do this?
There's a chance because earlier in the season they met in late December. Ole Miss only loses by 4, and that's with that completely healthy Tennessee team. And part of me wants to have this happen. I'm gonna say I really want to see it happen just for a little bit of craziness. I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be kind of close, maybe single digits, but I think Tennessee is gonna win.
Tennessee gets a win.
Again, the Rebel season ends 12-win season. But
They have heart.
they have heart.
They have heart though. NIT maybe.
No, no chance.
Poor Rebels. Mississippi State taking on Florida in this 8-9 matchup for the last second round game. And who do you like?
I like Mississippi State. I think they're tough, they're gritty, they make games ugly. They don't really have a go-to guy to get them a bucket, which is a little concerning, but I think they could keep Florida down enough. I know you like Florida a little bit at times this season, a little bit at times.
I'm lower on them right now.
Yeah, there's not neither of these teams are great, but Mississippi State actually is trying. They got a much better chance to get in the tournament, but I think they can cause Kyle Lofton issues as long as they can shut down Castleton down low, which I think Mississippi State is capable of doing that. I think Mississippi State can win that one.
Mississippi State brings some pride to the state of Mississippi after the other state school doesn't do too well. But send Mississippi State with a win. Mississippi State now taking on Alabama, and Alabama going to make their first appearance in Nashville here of the year. What do you like?
I like Bama here, even with the recent struggles. They haven't been the same since the Brandon Miller news. They haven't looked the same yet. But maybe, they're having a few days off here. They're going into Nashville. Maybe things will change for them. And this Mississippi State team, I don't think they're gonna be able to keep up with the scoring of Alabama. They had a close game earlier in the season with Bama, but I don't think they're gonna be able to keep up with the scoring because Bama has been shooting like horrendous from 3-point recently. I think they're going to start to hit their threes again and start to look better than they have been. I'm still not sold on them necessarily winning the title, but they're definitely if they start hitting their threes again, definitely capable of beating Mississippi State.
And the Tide roll on to a victory and into the semifinals of the SEC tournament. We got Tennessee taking on Mizzou, and Mizzou sitting there as the 4 seed in this matchup. Who do you like?
I like Tennessee, even without Zakai Ziegler.
Okay.
Missouri has had a great year. It's honestly been I think they've exceeded expectations coming into Dennis Gates' first year as head coach. And I do like some of the guys Missouri's got. I think Demoy Hodges, he's really good. Came over from Cleveland State, Kobe Brown. I do like those guys. But I think Tennessee will be able to give those guys some fits. I think Tennessee's long, they're athletic, a lot of forwards, just a plethora of forwards they can throw at you. I like Tennessee in that one.
Tennessee picks up a W. Arkansas taking on Texas A&M here in this matchup. Who do you like?
I really like what I've seen at A&M recently. I do like what I've seen. This was tough for me because A&M's a team I'm really starting to believe in. Like these last couple weeks, I'm really like, man, A&M's good. They're a really good team. This one's tough for me because I'm kind of like a little biased towards Arkansas though too.
Gig 'em.
You like Gig 'em?
Yeah.
All right, let's do Gig 'em. They've looked so good recently. So that just the eye test tells me A&M, but Arkansas has so much talent. It's tough. But let's go Aggies.
Vandy taking on Kentucky here in this matchup. And I just talked about how much I like Vandy. Well, Vandy can get another shot at Kentucky and get a quad-1 win here.
Yeah, they could. They went into Rupp. That was impressive how they did that.
It's in Nashville. Not that probably means much, but
that is true though. A little home court advantage for them. You know what, Will? I want you to roll the dice here. Because this is Kentucky. They're tough.
They're tough. And I like Kentucky this year.
Mm-hmm.
I like Kentucky right now. I think they're playing decent. But at the exact same time, Vandy's got a chance to make a run here. And if they want to have any shot at making the tournament right now, I think they at least need a semifinal.
Yeah.
At least a semifinal right now, if not a championship appearance. So the path starts here for Vandy. And I say they gut out one. Let's give it to them.
I like it. I like Vandy to get by. As you're talking, the more I'm liking. There's going to be a team that's unsuspecting that's going to make a run in this tournament. So, and Vandy definitely has a chance the way they're playing.
So Vandy's now got Texas A&M, and let's say this far: does Vandy get in right now after just a semifinal, or do they need a semifinal win too?
I think that to be pretty confident in them, I think they need a semifinal win as well.
Okay, so they got Texas A&M. Who do you like?
I love what I've seen at A&M recently. I love their point guard, Wade Taylor. He's such a good player. He's so good. But Let's go. Let's go with Texas A&M. Bandy's
Yeah,
maybe they'll be sweating bullets on
maybe a
Selection
play-in
Sunday.
game.
Maybe a play-in game, possibly if things shake right for them. But I think the way A&M's been playing is just too tough.
Up top, we got the matchup between Tennessee and Alabama, a matchup of teams that everyone's kind of been talking about. These are probably the two teams that get the most talk and the most national love in the SEC so far this year. Who do you like?
Tennessee, we mentioned it before when we talked Tennessee, and they go through these long droughts of not scoring the ball. That does scare me, without a doubt. These aren't neither of these teams I'm like really impressed with recently, honestly. But Bama is better than Tennessee, and they are at least healthy right now. And like I said, they are still winning games for the most part. They lose to A&M without shooting the ball well. They've been shooting probably like 20% from three, and they're still winning games or almost winning games with that being said. So I think give me Bama here.
Yeah.
Quinterly's starting to play a lot better, and I think that's going to help Bama long term. Quinterly's been really good off the bench recently, so I like that.
Roll Tide, as Charles Barkley would say. And let's keep going. We got Alabama taking on Texas A&M, a 1-2 matchup. A little chalky here in our championship. Who do you like?
Goodness, this was such a good matchup. Give me A&M here though.
Yeah.
Give me A&M.
Get it done again.
Get it done again.
Back-to-back weeks. A&M defeats Alabama on a Saturday.
Yep.
This one claims the SEC championship.
A&M, they had the game plan to how to beat Alabama on Saturday. They slowed the ball up on offense. They were limiting Alabama in transition. I just thought Wade Taylor and Tyrese Radford, they knew how to dictate the pace of that game. It was quite the impressive performance. A&M didn't seem scared at all. They did a good job limiting Brandon Miller as well. I think A&M has the game plan. They have the blueprint. They have the players. So I like the Aggies to get it done.
Aggies gig them all the way to the championship here, guys. And they win it in Nashville, get the AQ spot out of the SEC. Does Bama get a number one?
Yes, they'll still get a one if they lose in the championship for sure.
So that's what we got, guys, coming out here. And that is kind of what we're looking at for the SEC, guys. We want to thank Cole, producer Cole, the guy who he helped us out last year a lot in March Madness. He helped us out again making this spreadsheet for us, making this bracket. So big thanks to him. Mm-hmm. Let us know what you guys think about the video. Let us know what you guys think in the SEC. Am I wrong on Vandy? Is Vandy done? I know Big Blue Nation is going to have a lot to say about my pick there. What do you guys think? Is there someone else that we're missing in the SEC that could be a run? Let us know, guys. Enjoy. Check out our other videos. Zach, close us out.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Come along on the ride with us.
Take care, guys.